Tomorrow is, well, tonight is New Year's Eve. So people often will set these intentions for the coming year. Perhaps they make a list. Perhaps there are goals, accomplishments. They make that list, usually, with their minds. They think about it. Let's see, this and that, yeah, okay, yeah, got that, yeah. But I've talked about this before. Let's say what's supposed to come in through you into this new year comes through this thing that I call your spine. Now, it's the spine of your life. It's the main thrust of when you live in this circle at the center of who you are. It has a particular form and way that it comes into the world that's very unique to you. You can see what a beautiful stick, what a beautiful thing this is. Now, I could never find another one just like this. And that's how unique all of us are. We're so unique in its expression into this world. And it's a movement through us. It's as if we are this connection between the earth and the sky. And it moves through us into the world, through us into the world. Not by us into the world. When we're out of the way and we're living in the center, it's coming through and expressing itself in the unique ways that are particular to you, your gifts, your talents, your beauty, your magic. What's the circle of you, the special things of you. But what gets in the way of this is this. It becomes too big. I can hardly hold one of these in my hand. So think of this, this is the heart, so to speak. So this could be sky, earth, heart, yin, yang, it doesn't really matter. Male, female, these forces that balance us. But if this is too heavy, it predominates, and it's no longer through us. It has to be by us. I'm going to accomplish this and that. That's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to succeed. It's like we don't trust that it will happen if we just let it happen through us. As if we give up the doing. But that can't be that big when we do that. It needs to be more like this relationship. We're using the mind as something that's open and listening. The mind is being used to receive. And it receives and then it comes through the heart, so to speak. The mind receives, it comes through the heart into the world. It's this loop. A loop. Another way to express the loop would be, it's as if this trust through your heart, you're using your mind as an awareness that listens. And then there is your unique spine that has a thrust, an energy through it that you could call your will. So it's this wonderful balance between awareness, will, and trust. Your mind, your heart, the life force. And you get out of the way. But when this predominates because of the fear of failure, because of not wanting to make a mistake, because it's got to happen, because I've got to change this, I've got to do that, this has got to do that, that's got to do this. This then is such a weight in this circle of who you are that it pulls you out of the center. So the secret, the key, is this balance. This balance. So that this can flow into the world. So the key really isn't making your list. The key is, how can I get out of the way? How can I stop getting in my own way? So for this new year to come, it's already within me. You may have urges that these little things that you want to do, that you feel, but that your own mind doubts it. So on the other side of the doubt, you decide, I'm going to do it. And then you have the doubt and the I'm going to do it. And they're at war with one another. And you don't do it. And you fail, so you got failure and success. When the key is not to listen to this, I'm going to do it, this is the way it's got to be, or it'll never happen, who do I think I am, I don't have any gifts, there's nothing, no. Let it move through you. So the key is, how do I get out of the way? So that these are balancing forces of this reception and the giving. Through the heart, the giving, the flow, the flow, the flow, the flow. It can't be this way. It can't be with this. This will sit on your back. You can carry this your whole life if you want. Or you can decide not to believe it anymore. Use it as it was meant to be used. As a tool of awareness and listening that allows you then to flow through the world with a balance of heart and mind. And that easily and naturally, what you're here to express, to manifest, to bring into the world, will come simply by you not trusting this, but trusting this. This mysterious, unique thrust. on through life, that it carries you through life. You let it carry you through life. You don't have to push it, you let it carry you. Like the river carrying you. And you trust the river to carry you. And maybe at times you have to be aware and make a slight movement this way and that way because you're listening to the wind. And the wind wants to guide you that way, and so you turn it this way. So you use this to listen. Not to decide what the river should do, but to listen. To listen. So this can come in. So it's this flow. It's this balance. It's this movement. That's why you living in the surrender of the circle of who you are is balance. We need this. We're not going to throw it out. You could look at this as the warrior, and in its opposite, this is the victim. But in their good potential qualities, it's almost as if the male and the female, the doing, the Apollonian, and the creation and the void of which everything comes. Just my sitting here holding these rocks, there's will in that. Otherwise I would collapse. So there is this balance of awareness, will, and trust that moves. So, on this New Year's Eve, I have a sense of what wants to move through me. I feel like I'm in that movement myself. But I'm not going to decide how it's supposed to look. I'm not going to give it a timetable. I know I just feel it as if it's already complete. As if I'm already in the movement of it, and then I just surrender to that. And what are you surrendering to? We're not surrendering to somebody else's ideas or goals or gifts. We're surrendering to our own truth. And we're surrendering this. I surrender this. I bring this with all its fears of not succeeding into the circle. All its great heavy weight of beliefs and thinking. And I bring it into the circle. And I feel all its fears, the need to control, the need to make it happen perfectly. I take it off my back and I surrender it to the open, spacious love so that it can come back into a balancing force. And move through me. And move through you. So I say a prayer for you, for this, here in this circle. That the beauty of you, it's time for it to come in unobstructed as a flow through you, not something that is by you. And I pray that this happens gently, easily, wonderfully, beautifully. And as a kind of liberation and freedom. Because it's time.